Rise Blader, I have been to summer, and then I'm in spring now. Okay, think we're good to go. It's Stardew Valley time, because SleepyBot is sleepy. SleepyBot doesn't even remember what SleepyBot is doing. It's just SleepyBot time, and that's the extent of it. So let's grab some stuff, and figure out what the heck I was up to. It's been actually quite a number of days since I last played this game. Almost a week? Because last week I was binging the shit out of Salt and Sanctuary, but now I've beaten it. So unless I feel like playing more Salt and Sanctuary... let's see. Unless I play more, like... Well, no, because I'm done. My brain is cooked. It's been a long week. What? Where's that? I just moved the apricot up one. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we want to do... We've got a lot of cranberry wine. I have some more gold star... I got a ton of silver star cranberries. Perfect. I was wondering. It's like... I'd swear I had more cranberries than this. And there we are. So that gives me something to work with there. Let's do... Let's move my controller. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, there's no beepity-boopity. Oh, there's no beepity-boopity. Okay, sometimes when I unplug my controller, it gives me that beeping noise, and it's awful. And I've never been able to figure out why it does that, but still. Okay, so copper, sap, hardwood. We got enough hardwood, don't have enough money. I was gonna say, we might have enough hardwood to, upgrade our house, but we can't do that yet. Oh well, not the end of the world. Drop the gold off. What else do we have? Bombs? I guess bombs. Did I have something for quests? Mystic egg for wine. I don't think so. She wants 10 hardwood, that's fine. Amaranth can't do. Pam wants pale ale. He wants shorts. Yep, no, I already got it. Okay, the coconuts were for somebody. Right. That's what we were doing last. We were stalking the shit out of people. Well, let's drop these off for the time being. Close that. I've got wine to drop off, slimes to sell, and chickens to deal with. So, you know what? Let's go find my cow. Oops. It's not even what I meant to grab. There we go. Interesting. You can't right-click, the pail. But you can right-click the everything else. Okay, that's weird. Shears required. You cannot milk the, sheep. Oh, did I not put cranberries in? I didn't put the cranberries into one of the kegs. I see. Okay, well, let's make some goat cheese again. No, oh, wait, yeah, you're right. Ooh, that one right in the middle. I totally would have missed that until the next cycle. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Okay. So I've just got regular milk. We'll drop these off. And I have to deal with my chickens and ducks and whatnot. Forgot about that. Featherbutt's good. There we go. Oh, there's the duck. Okay, perfect. So it might not be a bad idea to spend some of my money getting an upgraded hutch. Or coop so I can get rabbits, too. Just because I do need rabbit's feet. I just haven't been pushing it, because pomegranates. Okay, it's Tuesday, so there's not a whole lot of, like, useful things. Okay, get out of my way. I got places to go. People see. Eggs to deliver, sort of. Turn your unborn children into, calorie paste, effectively. Okay, so let's think. Skills. What are my skills? It's social. So I've actually given out a fair amount of gifts. Today. Luckily, most of these people don't care. So Pam's taken care of. Lewis. What about Linus? Linus has not been gift given. So let's go grab one of those coconuts and let's go find him. Where's my Stardew Valley? That is not Stardew Valley. I gotta find my Stardew Valley spreadsheet here. Okay, here we go. So what do we even do? How much do I care? I don't know. I really don't know how much I care on any of these things. Like, it almost seems like what I should do is pick, like, 2 or 3 people to make friends with, instead of, like, trying to do everyone at once. Okay, so let's do that. Demetrius likes ice cream. Come on, Demetrius has got to like stuff other than ice cream. So what else does Demetrius like? Apparently Harvey is also a romanceable bachelor. I didn't realize about that one. Strawberry ice cream, rice pudding, and bean hot pot. Actually, do I know how to make it? Damn, I didn't learn how to make ice cream. I was hoping that I'd somehow learned that one last time, but no dice. Okay, so he likes earth crystals. And coconuts. And parsnips. And mayonnaise. Okay, so we've got Gold Star parsnips, coconut. I'll keep the coconuts for Linus. We'll just grab the Silver Star parsnips. All right, we should go back to the list. So what I'm gonna do is just go down here. So Demetrius, what about Emily? Cloth and wool, and then George. Leeks and wine. Well, we're good in one, not so much in the other. Actually, no, we've got a ton of leeks, so we're good there. Okay. So, let's figure out how to make a loom. Loom. Wood, fiber, pine tar. Shit. I did not save any of those, so we can't deal with Emily for the time being. Well, that's fine. So let's go do Linus, Demetrius, and George. And let's go get my horse. I totally even forgot that I had a horse for the time being. Okay. Well, we'll hop on and we will go off gallivanting for the time being. Let's see. So earlier today I went out for Chinese food. Now, I don't generally go out for Chinese food just because usually I go out for like a Chinese buffet just because I'm a really like non-picky eater. I don't know. I will eat almost anything in a way. Okay, he's not in his tent. It doesn't wander too far, which is convenient. But like when I eat Chinese food, I really like eating everything. This is wonderful. You've really made my day special. So like, you know, I'll go out for Chinese food. I'll go to the buffet and I'll just eat everything. Am I gonna change the YouTube vid to Stardew Valley? Yeah, I should probably do that. Okay. So anyway. So usually go to buffets. Today it didn't. We had a place called Szechuan Dumpling, which, you know, it was fairly highly rated. In fact, all of the ratings were either 5-star or 1-star and incredibly racist. So I was like, I think this is a safe choice to go with. Thank you. This is a very interesting specimen. Perfect. So, you know, I thought it would be like a safe place to go to. You know, good food, good service, so on and so forth. At least according to the reviews. Unfortunately, the reviews were all lies, because I go there and they have like best dumpling 2000 whatever, and you know, all these like adverts. So we order the dumplings, and I don't know if it like broke the waitress or something, but so we ordered dumplings. You know, just like 2 things of dumplings, being like, yeah, we'll just eat dumplings because we want to see if we want to have more dumplings. And I don't know if she just didn't understand it or something, but she just stood there and kind of like looked at us, and she's like, "Is that it?" Yes, that's it. But effectively what she was expecting us to do is order like a meal, and we just want to order like a shit ton of dumplings and eat dumplings that day. But no. So anyway, okay, Mayor also likes parsnips. Thanks, this is great. It seems like everybody likes parsnips. Bring me a jade. I might have a jade, honestly. Okay, let's go find George. Hopefully he hasn't gone anywhere. But so... Let's see, favorite thing? Thank you. So we go off, and we go to this place. We order dumplings, and we sit there for like 15 minutes. The dumplings don't come. There's no soup. There's no nothing. Okay, fine. Waitress comes back. So have you made your decision yet? Well, yeah, we're having dumplings. And she like nods. It's like, yeah, anything else. And I was kind of taken aback because I wanted dumplings. I came there for dumplings. And they weren't bringing the dumplings. And usually at this point, it's kind of like, maybe I should just, like, not and say, like, thank you, never mind, and leave. But she absolutely would not bring us our dumplings until we ordered something else. So we ordered house duck, which, you know, usually when it says house duck, you assume it's going to be, like, the house special with some kind of, like, special, you know, handling, a sauce or whatever. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Let's go fishing. But you expect some special treatment with this house duck, right? We also ordered General Tso's chicken, which is like pretty much the most generic, hard to fuck up thing as far as Chinese food goes. And God, we ordered like one other thing. Oh right, more dumplings. We ordered an order of chicken dumplings. Chicken and leek dumplings. Expecting something that would be really good. Too, seeing as this place is so highly reviewed for the dumplings. And she nods, she writes it all down, yada yada yada. You know, she's taken our order. Okay, so after she does this, our dumplings just suddenly appear. I really honestly can't tell you if she was waiting or if it was just bad luck. But she immediately comes back out with the dumplings. And they were okay. And we're eating them with chopsticks because we're white people and we have no idea how you're supposed to eat these dumplings. So she comes out and is like, no, 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 no. Takes my chopsticks out of my hands, puts a spoon in my hand instead. You eat it with a spoon, And she's saying it slowly in English as though I don't understand the language. And so I'm sitting there just like slack-jawed because somebody has actively taken, like, you know, my dining utensils out of my hand and replaced it for me. I didn't really know what to say apart from just like, okay. But it's because the juices would spill out otherwise. Mind you, I'm picking it up with the chopsticks and popping the whole goddamn dumpling into my mouth. So the whole existence of the spoon was stupid because I'd still have to pick them up with the chopsticks to put them in the spoon because it's one of those dumb giant soup spoons which totally can't pick up a dumpling that is stuck to the dumpling container. So I just move it from the dish to the spoon, and then from the spoon to my mouth in one bite, and then I'd eat it, and it was hot, and it's like, okay, whatever. And they were okay. Problem is, these dumplings were literally just about the same as the dumplings from the local Korean grocery store that we shop at whenever we feel like it. So it's like, we're not coming back here, are we? And I think I made a comment like that, like I'm not super impressed. And my mom's like, you know, just wait for the stuff to, you know, wait for the rest of the meal to come out. Maybe it'll be better. Maybe these dumplings just weren't the best. By the way, the waitress had more or less ordered these dumplings for us because she's like, no, 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 no. You don't want the pork and chives dumpling. You want these dumplings. And then wrote them down. I was like, she has already hit all of the, like, alarms of you do not want to eat here. But at this point, we've already ordered, and it's like, what do you do? So it's like, alright, fine. Let's see how this duck is. Like, it's pretty hard to fuck up duck, right? I don't know how many of you guys have gone out to eat, like, duck at a restaurant. But, so, for the most part, you know, duck is really flavorful, kind of fatty, a bit salty, yada yada yada. My duck was like 50% gristle, which I kind of expected. That's it. Have you guys ever had, like, a duck at a restaurant? It's usually done in some kind of sauce, or maybe it has something else to go with it, right? Mine was literally just a duck that had been, like, cut into gristly bits, cooked, and or fried or broiled. I don't know what they did. And that was it. They gave me duck sauce, little packets of it. But yeah, 15 bucks for a plate of duck bits. At this point, I was kind of disappointed. So I'm like, alright, let's try the General Tso's chicken. Like, how do you fuck up General Tso's chicken, right? Now they messed that up, too. I couldn't taste it. I could barely taste the General Tso's chicken, so I dip it in my duck sauce, and the flavor barely improved, because the duck sauce was also flavorless. Now, the last thing on the list was my brother's chicken and leek. And I'm like, whatever. He doesn't probably care that much if I eat one of these two. So I eat one of those. I'm actually totally serious here. I can't tell you if there's chicken or leek in those dumplings. And I'm not trying to be, like, super disparaging here. Like, I legitimately was like, am I sick or something? No, my sinuses don't feel blocked. Because I honestly could not taste, like, the dumplings or the General Tso's chicken. So I went back to just kind of unhappily eating my duck, because what else am I going to do here? And I finished it. And, over the course of this, by the way, we had ordered 2 of these, like, pork dumplings things. So we had quite a lot of them. The manager had come out and also told us to not use chopsticks on them, as we only have our dumplings in spoons. And I look at him, and I, like, at this point, my only reaction is slack-jawed, just, like, disbelief. I look at him, dumpling in spoon, raised to mouth. I honestly still don't have words. It felt like I was being babysat at my own meal, which, you know, it's been quite a long time since, that's happened. But I was just so speechless that it was such a bad experience. I don't know. Like, I'll admit, and I've probably mentioned this before, I don't eat out much. I don't like eating out generally. I don't like having to deal with, waiters. I don't like having to wait for the check, all that kind of thing. I really like buffets. Yeah, I should have just used the chopsticks. Yeah, so complaining to the manager wouldn't work either. Oh no, not at all. I just wanted to leave at this point. But so, I loved going to buffets because nobody deals with you. You just walk in, you sit down, maybe they ask you if you want a drink, and you're like, no, give me water. And then you get up, you serve yourself repeatedly, eat till you're, like, you feel really fat, pay as you leave, and then you're done, and there's, like, minimal human interaction. I've had positive waiters before, but I've never really seen the point to it. Yeah, should have gone to the H-Mart to pick them up. Yeah, well, so this is, mind you guys, I guess I didn't mention this, but this is my dad's birthday, today. So, I love my dad, but he's like ultra Wonder Bread when he should not be. So, for the past 4 or 5 days, I've been like, hey, Dad, where do you want to eat? Wherever. Like, Dad, do you want to do anything for your birthday? No, not really. Hey, Dad, does this restaurant sound good? Yeah, sure. Dad, you have to have an opinion here. No, I don't. God damn it, Dad. So eventually we just went to this place because each and every one of my family members had mentioned wanting to eat there because it's literally across the street from the dentist office, and we've all had dentist appointments in the past, you know, month or so. So, like, this is just kind of like, we're here to celebrate, and I can't help but just, like, be very, very just disappointed with the meal. I like the last thing, and I'd say the nail in the coffin for this place for why I'd never go back, is somewhere around, like, noon, because, maybe, like, 12:30, 1 o'clock. I do like your dad's attitude. I love my dad, but it gets really frustrating trying to give him gifts, or do anything for him. I usually just buy shit for him and say, have fun. Like, I bought him the new Masters of Orion game, and I honestly can't tell you if he's played it yet. He's like the most Spartan person I have ever met, and it's weird. But so, around like 12:30, the restaurant went from 4 people, being me, my brother, my mother, and my dad. Oh, right, no, there were 2 women on the other side of the restaurant talking quietly. To 30 people just piled in and started talking really loudly. I don't mind loud restaurants, but by the end of this, I was just like, I hate literally everything about this place. From the service, to the food, to the clientele. And I went home and wrote a review for the Thai place, literally across the street from, you know, the dumpling place we just went to. Like, there's a Thai place that I love, absolutely love. And I went home and I wrote a review saying, this is, you know, the best Thai food I've ever had. In some kind of, like, karmic way of, please, people, start giving more honest reviews. Because I never do. I don't know how many of you guys actually leave, like, really legit reviews for restaurants you go to. I mean, I rely on them, but I almost never leave them myself. I've got split food connoisseur personalities, and all of them are, indignant here. Have I unlocked the greenhouse yet? Nope. I think I have to wait till, summer for that one. Yeah, I have to wait till summer for that one. I need some quality crops that I did not bother to get this time around. Oh well, doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm so wealthy at this point, it doesn't matter. What other dumb food stories have there been? There's one restaurant I really, really liked in Rochester, New York, where I went to college, called Tandoor. I don't know how many people watching this are even close to or will ever go to Rochester in their lives, but still. But it's like a really good Indian restaurant. And, buffet. I ate there for, like, the actual restaurant part once. Yeah, I should actually leave a negative review of the place. Just because it seems fair. I don't know if going for these treasure chests is actually worth it, but I should probably do that too. But so it's called Tandoor. Really great place. Rare disc. Oh, neat. Maybe I should go for these treasure chests more often. But so this place was great. You know, the surface was super hands-off. The food was tasty. But every once in a while we would go with, like, you know, more or less my in-laws. And the one time we brought Shell's mother, the, like, head manager slash, like, head waitress lady, I think it's family owned, so, like, hierarchy is kind of weird and confusing. But, you know, kind of the main woman that handled everything. She was sick and was, like, sneezing on her hands and still, like, dealing with restaurant stuff. Let's get this treasure chest. There we go. And she was, like, sneezing on her hands and stuff. And it was gross. Like, it was really gross. And if I didn't love the food there, I probably would have never gone back. But the food was just too good to, like, be too miffed about it. But, from every point thereafter, she would not let it go that, you know, that one waitress was sick and, like, coughing or sneezing or whatever. I will admit, though, she was right. Like, that is a really gross thing. You absolutely should not be working in a restaurant while coughing or sneezing. But after that point, I've noticed that, oh shit, it is super late. Alright, whatever. I just want to max my, fishing skill out for once. Or finally, not for once. But, like, I've noticed now when people are, like, coughing or sneezing anywhere remotely close to food. It doesn't happen often, but every once in a while, I have walked into a restaurant and got up and left. I was in San Francisco a couple years ago, and, I was in San Francisco visiting Sebastian SB and applying for a job. And I was restaurant hopping just because I was starving, and I had no idea what else I was gonna do with myself. So I was like, all right, let's go find, like, the best Thai food I can possibly find, just to see if, you know, there's good stuff. And so I went into one place, and the maitre d' or whatever immediately sneezed on their hands and then grabbed a menu for me. And I looked at him and I'm like, you know what? No, never mind. Goodbye. And he looked absolutely bewildered that I would have asked to be seated and then immediately leave. I feel really bad for anybody that ate there, because it's just like, he doesn't know. Nobody knows, except for me. And, like, it's just gross. It's super gross. Seen a rat escape. I've seen a rat escape in a kitchen, in a restaurant I was eating at. Also stood up and ran away. Came back a couple minutes later to pay. I don't know. At that point, I probably wouldn't personally. I'd be like, nope. I'd be like, that this is a huge FDA issue, and I don't want to eat another bite. They left no eggs for me. Whatever. Honestly, I don't care. At this point, eggs have become more of a management issue than an actual useful thing. Let's see. Yeah, I've never actually had to deal with rats or anything like that, which has been kind of nice. Let's drop this milk off. We might as well make cheese of both varieties. We should probably go buy some shears. Oh, right. We need to get a delivery. Jade. Oh, I don't have jade. In retrospect. I've never had to deal with that. Every once in a while, I have stood up in a restaurant or, like, I don't know. I don't ever want to be one of those people that will, like, fake an issue with the food just so they get it for free. God, I hate those people. They just make me kind of angry because it's like... I don't know, people, not food, people that will, like, try and go for a free meal by, like, making shit up. I hate that. But every once in a while, I really want to just, like, get up and leave and be like, no, fuck it. I don't belong here. You don't deserve my patronage. Have I ever eaten something gross that I did not expect? Tofu. I really dislike tofu. First time I ever ate it, I immediately threw up all over the place. And even now, whenever I eat tofu, I generally just don't feel good. I don't like it. I probably never will. It's not a favorite food, and I will tolerate it at best. Now, the grossest thing I ate was shrimp. Literally aquatic cockroaches. I used to love eating shrimp. I'm noticing, like, every fish I catch now is gold star. That's actually really cool. We'll just drop off the seaweed. I'm not making enough with it for it to be worthwhile. Okay, so what do we want to do with ourselves? I guess let's go stalk Linus, because I've got nothing better to do. We still have not managed to level up my fishing here. Bleh. Should also check the Bat Cave. Bat Cave has... They've been stealing fruit from my trees. Jerks. Oh, yeah, the mouse at my mom's cafeteria is hilarious. That's a good point. So my mother works for the Massachusetts government. I don't exactly know what she does. Getting a chicken wings and, like, getting a chicken head in them. Oh! That's a good one, actually. Okay, so we're gonna put the mouse story on hold, possibly indefinitely, because I'm terrible at remembering things. Okay. I don't have a coconut. Let me go get a coconut. So... This isn't exactly gross or anything, but I was in the Boy Scouts, and we go camping, often. And usually when you're driving up to, you know, a Boy Scouts camping trip, the horse just suddenly decided to go off on his own for a second. You know, with the Boy Scouts, generally you'll stop somewhere along the way. In this case, it was usually like McDonald's or Cracker Barrel or something like that. Okay. That's weird. Twitch just randomly shut off for, like, several people. Where'd Linus go? He probably hasn't gone far. Okay, but so, let's keep with the story. So, we went to McDonald's. Now, I generally don't have anything against McDonald's. I won't eat there if I have to. Or if, you know, I won't eat there if I can avoid it. But if I can't avoid it, fine, whatever. It's just McDonald's. Who cares? So, we're driving up to go mountain camping. Like, high up in the mountains, somewhere in Southern California. I don't know which set of mountains it was. Said Twitch channel has been removed for violation of terms of service. And then loaded back. That'd be concerning. But but so... we're going up to the mountains, and we're not just camping there. We're making igloos to, camp in, which is awesome. I've done it all of once. I should really figure out what, George's wife likes, too. What's her name? Evelyn. Okay. But so, we stopped by a McDonald's on the way up to do snow cave camping. We call it snow cave because we weren't making, like, legit igloos. What we did for this camping trip was we piled all of our shit in a pile on tarps. Sandwiched between tarps so they wouldn't get wet. But so all of our clothing, our gear, food, whatever. And you could make a pretty big pile. And then you just cover it in snow, pack that snow on, just keep going until you've got maybe like half a foot thick of snow. And then you dig underneath, take out all of your equipment, and let's see, Evelyn. Beets, tulips, fairy roses. She probably likes other things too. But so, pretty basic, pretty fun stuff. And then, we'd sleep in there. I should probably also figure out what Alex likes. Or not, because fuck Alex. Okay, she likes jelly daffodils. We've got several daffodils, and everything else is probably not useful. Or mainly, I don't have them. Okay, well that's fine. Oh, hey, the saloon. Let's see if the saloon's open. And I can buy food here. Probably not. Oh. Opens in an hour. Useful. Well, let's just do some river fishing until it's open proper. But really fun trip. I got mountain sickness, which sucked. But the rest of it was awesome. But so on the way there, we stopped at McDonald's for, just kind of, it was a long car ride down. But it was also just like, let's pick up some hamburgers because we're going to be on this mountain. And, camp cooking, generally not exactly like the best stuff. Though, generally, who cares? So we pick up like a bunch of hamburgers and fries, and we're eating there. And I, for the longest time, and generally still don't like mustard. Or onions, for that matter. So I wasn't a big fan of mustard and onions on my burgers. And so I'd get a cheeseburger, and I'd say no mustard, no onions. And after a while, I stopped asking for pickles too, just because I felt like they threw off the gestalt of the burger. I'm kind of picky about these things. So anyway, I'm having a cheeseburger or two or whatever. And I'm like 12, 13. I'm not that young. But whatever. But so I ordered this burger and I open it up. It's got the little marker on it saying no mustard, no onions. And I'm like, yeah, hopefully they didn't screw it up this time. Because very often they would screw it up, do it wrong, or only give me mustard and onions, which was really frustrating, and I hated it when that happened. I bite into the burger, and immediately notice something was wrong. I'm just gonna be like, I'm dragging this out a little bit, just so some of you guys can get kind of a basic idea of what I'm kind of hinting at. And some of you are gonna be right, some of you are gonna be wrong. I don't know, I like to raise the tension on stupid shit. Mainly because I have nothing better to do with myself right now. There was no burger. It was just a pair of buns with unmelted cheese slapped between them. This thing literally did not go through the cooking process. It was just buns and cheese. There was no ketchup. Oh, no, there was ketchup. I'm sorry. Somebody had actually put ketchup on this, but had somehow missed the whole, there's supposed to be a patty here. Can I not? Is it not open? Oh, here we go. So what does Evelyn eat? Spaghetti, salad, pizza. So spaghetti, salad, pizza. Okay, looks like we're buying like 10 salads. There we go. But yeah, it was a burger without a burger. And there's a small possibility whomever was making it, or like took the order thought I was like a super vegetarian or whatever. But I honestly doubt it. As far as I can tell, there's just no burger there, and there's never meant to be one. And this went through this, I mean, had to have been seen that there was no burger in there, and whomever was just on such a high level of autopilot that it didn't matter to them. Let's go see if I found the mayor. Hold still. I'm not calendaring here. Oh, I've already given him 2 gifts this week. Well, that sucks. Oh, not the end of the world. Oh, Demetrius. Demetrius likes parsnips. Let's go up and stock him for a bit. Yeah, chicken parmesan with no chicken. Yeah. But so I take another bite. I open it up. I'm like, there's nothing in here. There never was. And now I'm young, and I show it to my troop mates, troop members, whatever, and they think it's hilarious. And so I take it up to the front, you know, the registers, and I'm like, I don't know if you made a mistake here, but like, there's no burger. Can I have a cheeseburger with an actual burger? And I've never been talked back to at like fast food. In fact, I thought, yeah, at this point it was heretofore unheard of. Check the TV. Will do. Martini with olive, but no martini. Just olive in a glass. Yeah, exactly. But so, or gin and tonic, but you only get the tonic. Ugh. Okay, well, I guess we might as well pop open that geode that we're carrying around with us for no other reason than because we have it. I don't think that one's new, honestly. Could be. But so I go up to the register. I've never been rude to people before, you know, honest mistake and whatnot. And they accused me of taking the burger out and trying to get a free burger out of this out. And I'm like, look, this cheese isn't even melted. If I can unmelt cheese to like mask the fact that I have no burger, then I have better things to use my wizard powers on than trying to cheat McDonald's out of $8 menu burger. And this guy's the manager. And eventually I like call my dad over. I'm like, all right, oh, here, let's go to the Ripples, seeing as we're here. Call my dad over. I'm like, you know, I'd like a burger. Can you just buy me another one, seeing as they don't believe me? And my dad, like, generally no personality. My dad, like, frowns, gets up, comes back with the cheeseburger later, looking slightly angrier. And I never asked about it again, but I'm sure either he had to pay for it or he had stern words with these people. I didn't ask, I don't know, I barely remember. I just remember I had the cheeseburger with no burger. And, for the indignation of being, scolded by the management for trying to steal a burger, it did leave me with a very good story for the rest of my life. Which, I guess is valuable in a way. I mean, realistically, it's just burger, no burger. But I'm not catching these when they go. Or maybe I'm not grabbing it at the exclamation mark. I'm not entirely sure. What other dumb food stories specifically? Shoot. Not really a dumb food story, but one of the most interesting places I've ever eaten at was an Ethiopian restaurant. Yeah, let's get the treasure chest before we get the fish. I don't know if you guys have ever had Ethiopian food. But like Ethiopian food is like super unique. In my opinion, it's very... I mean, I don't really have like a proper description of like what it's like. It's a lot of meat and like cabbage and some stuff like that. In on a sourdough flatbread, kind of like a crepe, honestly, or a pancake. And you have another like 2 or 3 of these like pancakes, and you grab your miscellaneous food with your spare pancake, which is like rolled up in like a kind of weird cylinder, and you eat it that way. I'd never heard of this before. I'd never even like heard of Ethiopian food. We just had a restaurant in Rochester, and we went like one of the, I think my sophomore year, might have even been my junior year. I don't know. I could drink alcohol by this point, which is neat. Had food from Tunisia. I've never had Tunisian food. I'd love to. Like, I'm not a big foodie. I'm not, like, going to go well out of my way to, like, eat every culture's food, but I'd love to. Nonetheless, if it's convenient and it's good. But if it's a bad restaurant, I'm not going to bother. But Tunisian food sounds really good. I'm also really hungry for, like, good food right now because I haven't had anything, like, particularly good since, you know, since I went to this Chinese place. I'm like, I would love some, like, legit good food. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Let's see if I can find, jade while I'm here, if I'm lucky. Probably not, but still. We did get iridium, though. That's good. Talking about food is not helping your own state of hunger. I'm kind of building myself up here. This is going to be an earlier night than usual, just because we started early. But still. Recently tried pad thai. Good stuff, right? I hope you liked it. I don't know. Pad thai remains one of my top 10 foods. Though honestly, I think just Thai food just competes for itself, which is kind of its own glorious mess. Yeah, I don't think I have any jade left over. Oh well. I guess let's just fish the rest of the day away. I got a little bit of trout soup left. We might as well use it. Okay. But yeah, Ethiopian food is really cool. If you can, find a good Ethiopian restaurant near you and give it a go. Unfortunately for us, the Ethiopian food was, really bad. Like, it did not taste good. It was, like, kind of bitter and not really that tasty. Have I had Greek food? Yeah, of course I've had Greek food. Not, like, legit stuff, but, apparently, like, Rochester had, like, a huge Greek population, so there's, like, an actual Greek festival that you could have legit Greek food during. Or at, which was cool. We also had a pretty good, Greek restaurant near where we lived. Like, right on the canal. I don't know, if you ever live, like, or if you ever have the choice, get a house or apartment near, like, a canalway. They're really nice. Oh yeah, mouse story. Gotta tell that one. But eating on a canalway is really pleasant. You know, let's move over to be next to horse so we get more gold starfish here. So mouse story. So, not much to tell. So, frame of reference, my mother works for the government. She does, like, power management or whatever stuff. Really, she just does number crunching and whatnot, and data management. Administrative stuff. But, so, she works in this big government tower, right next to the Massachusetts State House. Which is, you know, nice, big, kind of white, well, not White Housey looking building, Capitol looking building. Nice place to go into. But so, so she works in this big building, and I don't know what it is about, like, government buildings, but they always feel like they were made in, like, the 60s or 70s, and haven't never been renovated, so everything, like, looked super out of date. Just like my high school, which was, oh, that's a story. Okay, but anyway, so they have a cafeteria at the, this is, like, the least active fish I've ever seen. They have a cafeteria on one of the lower levels, and I think Shell and I were, like, just going in to visit. Holy crap. Wow, this is good. I need to go for more treasure chests. Note to self. That's a diamond. Awesome. We'll just get rid of the rock. Oh, what? Oh, what? There we go. I did not realize my inventory is going to be so full. Well, whatever. We'll just keep fishing until this becomes a problem again, and I'll just keep throwing stuff away. I can always just throw away fish and whatnot. But yeah, so it had this pleasant little cafeteria on the first floor. And I think either we were just in to visit. We weren't doing anything special. But, you know, we were in town. We went to the State House. We got to see some, like, fancy paintings, whatever. And we're sitting around eating. And, waiting for my mother to get off work, I think. And a little mouse just, like, runs by. Now, for me, the idea of, like, mice or rodents near food stuff is bad. You know, that's how you get, you know, diseases vectored into your food. And it's just unsanitary. You don't want to deal with it. But it was really adorable watching this tiny little mouse skitter around in this cafeteria. We don't need the apricot. Skitter around trying to find hiding places. And it was like hiding inside the tables and stuff. It was adorable. And I was like, I feel bad because that thing's probably going to die from getting, like, trapped fairly soon. Oh well. It was adorable. I don't know. Rodents are adorable. Anyway. I said I had a story about government building. Mice are cleaner than humans. Yeah, probably. You still generally don't want them in with your food. Because just because they're cleaner than humans doesn't necessarily mean they aren't still carrying some kind of vector for a fairly gnarly disease. Okay, shit. What did I say right before saying I had a story? Or that's a story. Unfortunately, I'm totally gonna forget and somebody's gonna remind me on YouTube and then I'm gonna keep forgetting forever.